Have you ever wondered how one dynasty managed to shape the cultural, economic, and political landscape of China for centuries to come? This is not just any dynasty, we're talking about the Han Dynasty, a beacon of history that still illuminates the path of modern China. The Han Dynasty, stretching from 206 BC to 220 AD, was a period of over 4 centuries. This era wasn't just a blip in time, but an epoch that left an indelible mark on the annals of Chinese history. It was a time when China expanded its horizons both literally and metaphorically, stretching its wings from the Central Plains to parts of Vietnam, Korea, and even the fringes of Central Asia. The name Han is one that resonates even to this day, as the majority ethnic group in China proudly identify themselves as the Han Chinese. This is a testament to the profound influence the Han Dynasty had, not just on the physical landscape, but also on the cultural and social fabric of China. It was during this time that Confucianism was established as the state philosophy, shaping the moral compass and societal norms that still echo in China's corridors of power in everyday life. The dynasty was also a time of great innovation, with the invention of paper, seismographs, and even the establishment of the Silk Road, which linked China to the wider world. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. The Han Dynasty was punctuated by periods of turmoil, power struggles, and even a brief intermission known as the Qin Dynasty. Yet, through all the ebbs and flows, the dynasty managed to leave a lasting legacy that has endured for over 2 millennia. In the grand tapestry of history, the Han Dynasty stands out not just as a period of prosperity and growth, but as a time that shaped the identity of a nation. It is a story of resilience, innovation, and enduring influence that continues to ripple through the ages. Join us as we journey back over 2,000 years to explore the rich and fascinating history of the Han Dynasty. The rise of the Han Dynasty was nothing short of a dramatic historical event. The stage was set in the turbulent aftermath of the Qin Dynasty's fall, a period marked by chaos and power struggles. At the center of this upheaval was Liu Bang, a man of humble origins who would rise to become the founder of the Han Dynasty. Born into a peasant family, Liu Bang was far from the opulent corridors of power. Yet, his destiny was irrevocably tied to the throne. As an officer under the Qin Dynasty, Liu Bang's courage and leadership abilities did not go unnoticed. When the Qin Dynasty began to crumble under the weight of its own tyranny, Liu Bang found himself in the unique position of leading a rebellion against the oppressive regime. In the year 202 before the Common Era, after years of bloody conflict, Liu Bang emerged victorious. He assumed the title of Emperor Gaozu, marking the beginning of the Han Dynasty. This was no small feat. Liu Bang had not only defeated his rivals, but also successfully navigated the treacherous political landscape of his time. He had risen from a commoner to an emperor, a transformation as extraordinary as it was unprecedented. The establishment of the Han Dynasty was a turning point in Chinese history. It represented a shift from the harsh legalism of the Qin Dynasty to a more balanced approach that combined legalistic elements with Confucian ideals. This pragmatic approach to governance, coupled with Liu Bang's populist policies, laid the foundation for a stable and prosperous era. Over the following 4 centuries, the Han Dynasty would grow to become one of the most influential periods in Chinese history. Its impacts were not only limited to China, but also extended across East Asia. From advancements in art, science, and technology to the development of the Silk Road, the Han Dynasty's legacy is still evident today. Thus began an era that would leave an indelible mark on the annals of Chinese history. The dawn of the Han era was not merely the rise of a new dynasty. It was the beginning of a transformative period that would shape the course of a civilization. At the height of its power, the Han Dynasty was a beacon of prosperity and progress. Picture a time when the world was pulsing with new ideas, a time when creativity was celebrated and wisdom was cherished. This was the golden age of the Han Dynasty under the rule of Emperor Wu. His reign, spanning over 5 decades, was marked by a profound dedication to the prosperity of his kingdom. Emperor Wu was a great patron of the arts. He encouraged the creation of music, poetry, and painting. The vibrant art scene of this era gave birth to some of the most enduring works of Chinese literature. The rich tapestry of stories woven during this period still resonate with us today, echoing the joys, sorrows, and triumphs of a people who lived over 2,000 years ago. Yet it wasn't just the arts that flourished. The Han Dynasty was also a time of remarkable scientific progress. Scholars were pushing the boundaries of knowledge in fields like astronomy, medicine, and engineering. They built observatories to study the stars, developed new medical treatments, and designed impressive structures. The Han Dynasty was a hub of intellectual curiosity, a place where the spirit of inquiry was not just tolerated, but actively encouraged. Trade was another area that saw significant growth. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes that connected China with the West, was established during this period. This opened up new opportunities for cultural exchange and economic prosperity. Chinese silk, porcelain, and tea found their way to distant lands, while exotic goods and ideas flowed into China. The golden age of the Han Dynasty was a period of unprecedented growth. It was a time when the seeds of progress were sown, eventually paving the way for the China we know today. The achievements of this era continue to inspire and inform us, reminding us of the potential inherent in human creativity and resilience. The Han Dynasty was truly a time of unprecedented growth and innovation. Even the mightiest of empires have their sunset. The Han Dynasty, a towering beacon of ancient China, was not immune to this universal rule. Its decline was a slow, multifaceted process, marked by a symphony of unfortunate events. The harmony that once defined this empire slowly unraveled, revealing the discordant notes of political corruption, external invasions, and internal strife. Political corruption was the first nail in the coffin. As the dynasty aged, so did its governing principles. The central authority weakened, and eunuchs, court officials castrated to ensure loyalty, started to assert their dominance. Their unchecked power and influence led to rampant corruption, draining the treasury and causing widespread discontent among the populace. Adding fuel to the fire was the pressure from external invasions. The Han Dynasty, in its twilight years, faced threats from multiple fronts. The Xiongnu, a confederation of nomadic tribes from the northern steppes, were a constant menace. The dynasty's once robust military could not fend off these relentless invaders, compounding the empire's problems. But perhaps the most devastating blow came from within. The dynasty was plagued by internal strife, with rebellions sprouting like mushrooms after a rain. The Yellow Turban Rebellion, a massive peasant revolt fueled by economic hardship and religious fervor, tore at the very fabric of the society. This uprising marked the beginning of the end, sending the dynasty into a downward spiral from which it could not recover. The final breath of the Han Dynasty was drawn in the year 220. The last emperor, a puppet in the hands of warlords, abdicated the throne. The once mighty empire, which had stood tall for over 4 centuries, was fractured into 3 kingdoms, marking an end to a significant chapter of Chinese history. The once mighty Han Dynasty, like all great empires, eventually succumbed to the sands of time. The Han Dynasty may have fallen, but its impact continues to resonate throughout China and beyond. Like a stone thrown into a still pond, the ripples of the Han Dynasty's influence continue to spread, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of culture, language, ethnicity, and government. The Han Dynasty was more than just a period in history. It was a cultural revolution that transformed China in ways that are still evident today. The dynasty's influence on the Chinese culture is profound and far-reaching. The arts flourished, literature blossomed, and Confucianism was embraced as the state ideology, shaping the moral and ethical compass of the Chinese people for centuries to come. The dynasty's influence extended to the Chinese language as well. It was during the Han era that the writing system was standardized, providing a unified means of communication across the vast empire. This standardization has endured, and the Chinese script used today is largely the same as that used during the Han Dynasty. The Han Dynasty also left an indelible mark on the ethnic makeup of China. The majority ethnic group in China today, the Han Chinese, take their name from this influential dynasty. This group makes up over 90% of the population, a testament to the enduring legacy of the Han Dynasty. The governance structures and bureaucratic systems established during the Han Dynasty have also had a lasting impact. The civil service examination system, which was developed during this period, has been a model for governmental administration not just in China, but around the world. The Han Dynasty's influence is far from being confined to the history books. It permeates every aspect of Chinese life, from the arts and literature to the language and governance. It has shaped the identity of the Chinese people and continues to shape the future of China. The echoes of the Han Dynasty can still be heard in every corner of China today. This is not just the legacy of a dynasty, but a testament to the enduring nature of Chinese civilization. The Han Dynasty was a defining period in Chinese history. This ancient civilization, which rose from the ashes of the Qin dynasty, heralded a new era not just for China, but for the entire world. The dawn of the Han era saw the establishment of a centralized government that brought about stability and prosperity, setting the stage for a golden age of advancement in arts, literature, technology, and trade. During its zenith, the Han Dynasty was a beacon of innovation and progress. It was a time when the Silk Road was established, connecting China with the far reaches of the West, fostering cultural exchange and economic growth. It was also a period of great scientific and technological advancements. The invention of paper, the seismograph, and the sundial, among others, are attributed to this era. Its cultural influence was profound, with Confucianism becoming the state philosophy and Buddhism making its way into Chinese society. However, all golden ages must come to an end, and the Han Dynasty was no exception. The fall of this giant was precipitated by a series of internal conflicts, rebellions, and power struggles. Despite its decline, the Han Dynasty did not fade into oblivion. Its legacy endured, shaping China's identity and influencing its future dynasties. The Han Dynasty was the epitome of resilience and adaptability. It rose from the ashes, thrived amidst challenges, and even in its fall left an indelible mark on history. Its innovations and contributions continue to be felt today, not just in China, but around the world. Its influence on trade, philosophy, and culture transcend time and borders, reminding us of a time when a single dynasty could shape the course of history. From its humble beginnings to its monumental achievements and eventual decline, the Han Dynasty remains a testament to China's rich and diverse history. The Han Dynasty's history is a fascinating study of power, innovation, and legacy. Its tale is not just an account of rulers and battles, but a profound narrative of a society's evolution, of its people's aspirations, and the cultural ethos that shaped the course of a nation. The Han Dynasty, with its meteoric rise and fall, teaches us about the interplay of power, culture, and innovation. It's a testament to human resilience and adaptability, a testament to the ingenuity of those who lived thousands of years before us. Understanding the history of the Han Dynasty, we gain valuable insights into China's past. Its influence is still palpable in the language, the social structures, and the collective consciousness of the Chinese people. And so, this exploration isn't simply a journey back in time. It's a journey into the heart of a civilization, a journey into the soul of a nation. As we delve deeper into the annals of history, we realize that the Han Dynasty continues to shape the story of China, even today. Our journey through the Han Dynasty has been a fascinating voyage through time. We've walked through the dawn of the Han era, witnessed the flourishing of its golden age, and felt the tremors of its fall. We've delved into their lasting legacy and recapped the highlights of an empire that once reigned supreme. Thank you for joining us on this journey. It's been an honor to guide you through the centuries, to introduce you to the emperors and peasants, the scholars and soldiers, the triumphs and tragedies that painted the canvas of the Han Dynasty. But let's remember, this is just one chapter in the grand narrative of Chinese history. There are so many more dynasties to explore, each with their unique stories and significant contributions to the world as we know it today. The Tang Dynasty with its poetic brilliance, the Ming Dynasty with its Great Wall, the Qing Dynasty with its opulence, and many more. And it's not just about China. History is a vast ocean, filled with intriguing tales from every corner of the globe. The Roman Empire, the pharaohs of Egypt, the Mayans, the Ottomans, the British Empire, and countless others. Each civilization, each era offers a treasure trove of knowledge waiting to be discovered. So don't stop here. Keep exploring, keep learning, dive deeper into the history of the world, and you'll find amazing stories waiting for you. And as you do, don't forget to ask questions, challenge what you know, seek out the truth, because that's what history is all about, understanding our past to better understand our present and future. Remember, every dynasty, every era has a story to tell. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking questions. Until next time, farewell.